What is going on, everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And it's been pretty quiet recently as far as future DLC content past Adam and of course Enchantress, TMNT, and there hasn't even been any hints or anything towards Fighter Pack 4, but of course I think NetherRealm will, if there's something planned, NetherRealm will cross that bridge when it's close to TMNT being released. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're going to hear any Fighter Pack 4 or any extra DLC characters until very, very close to TMNT's release. So just want to throw that out there. Of course, if there's anything at all, I'll make videos on it. You could definitely expect some coverage on that. But what I'm here to talk about is something that we have no clue about yet, which is the premier skin that comes with every fighter pack. So we had Bizarro be released with Starfire for Fighter Pack 1. We had Black Lightning be released with Raiden. And by the way, now that Injustice 2 set the precedent for premier skins being allowed for a DLC character, then all bets are off now. Like, we could rule we don't have to rule out DLC characters for potential premier skins. So now that Raiden got one and he was a DLC character, we could safely say that any character, including DLC, could get a premier skin in Fighter Pack 3. So just want to throw that out there as well, because there's a couple of DLC characters that I think would have, you know, some nice premier skins. So let's talk about this. There's a lot of candidates, in my opinion, for awesome premier skin potential, and I want to go over the list with you guys. I asked yesterday on my live stream, I've been asking on Twitter, what you guys think would be some awesome premier skins that would fit in Injustice 2. Now, I don't know if the premier skin is going to come with Enchantress or if it's going to come with the Ninja Turtles. If it's a normal premier skin, I would say that it's pretty safe that it's going to come with Enchantress. But if it's something crazy, which I might talk about here, actually I am definitely going to talk about it. It might be first, actually, because it's the least likely to happen in my opinion, just because I don't see it fitting in as well as some people think. But if it comes with TMNT, it's going to be something crazy. For example, maybe some Power Rangers premier skin coming with the Ninja Turtles. So if the Ninja Turtles have some sort of tag system implemented into their gameplay where you could tag in a different turtle, and maybe the life bar, they each have their own life bar and it's a lot less than a normal character would have, or maybe it's the same life bar that they all use, but you know, you could just tag different turtles in. If they have something like that implemented with where they're really all working together, I definitely would be able to see Ninja Turtles, you know, or I should say a Power Rangers premier skin for, you know, the Rangers. But the thing is that the Power Rangers are 5, right? You got blue, you got black, you got yellow, pink, and red. Those are like the main Power Rangers. And then you added white a little bit later. You have the Green Ranger to throw in there as well. But there's 5 main Power Rangers. So just right there, it would not be able to work, because then they would have to remove one of the Power Rangers in order to have, you know, 4 Power Rangers meet 4 Ninja Turtles. So just based off numbers, I don't think that's going to happen. But it's a really fun idea that a lot of people had, and it's something that I would have liked to see. But I would also like to see, you know, just Power Rangers in general in Injustice. That would be really cool. Like, I wasn't really into the Ninja Turtles like a lot of you guys are, so I'm not really emotionally attached to that character. I just am really interested to see how they play and how they're gonna implement these characters. But if we got some Power Rangers, man, oh man. As a kid, I remember watching Power Rangers on Fox all the time, and I got into them for a while. I think until like Power Rangers in Space. After that, I stopped watching. But like the original Power Rangers, they were awesome. And the movie as well, like as cheesy as it was. And of course we got, you know, like Ivan Ooze, which ended up looking like Apocalypse from X-Men Apocalypse, sadly. I think Ivan Ooze might have looked a little bit better than the way they made Apocalypse look. RIP Apocalypse. Hopefully now with the merger with Marvel and Disney, we could get some justice for the most badass X-Men villain of all time. But anyway, going off track here. Power Rangers, I don't think it's going to happen for a premiere skin for TMNT, but it's a fun idea. Now let's move on to some of these premiere skins that I think would fit the game perfectly. So let's start off with my number one pick. This is the premiere skin that I would want to be in the game. We already got rid of the Shazam theory because Ed Boon had already confirmed that they were thinking about having Shazam as a premiere skin for Black Adam, but it just wasn't going to work because of the Shazam moves not being identical to Black Adam. You know, he had a way different moveset. Like, Shazam was more of a command grab character in Injustice 1, and it just wouldn't work. So he's already confirmed and denied that, you know, that one's dead already. So we're not going to get a Shazam premiere skin ever. So I think the next best thing for me is to get a Deathstorm premiere skin for Firestorm. Now this would give me a huge boost in motivation to play Firestorm. Not that I don't think he looks cool with some of his costumes, especially some of his helmets, but I don't know. I really don't like the fact that the flames on top of his head don't change, you know, with each like shader that you give him. I don't know. It might not make sense, but this is Injustice. You know what I mean? Some of these characters, like Raiden, he would never change the color of his lightning to something like purplish. You know what I mean? It's just an effect to add something extra to the game, and I think they could have done that for Firestorm. But unfortunately they didn't. So if we had a proper Deathstorm costume with the, you know, the skull face or the skull head and the blue flames by default, and then switches flames to some other color, maybe like purple or something like that, when he powers up, that would be really cool. And that's my number one premiere skin that I want, a Deathstorm premiere skin for Firestorm. So now let's move on to some others that people suggested. Star Sapphire premiere skin for Starfire. Like I said, Raiden set the precedent, so now DLC characters are on the table to potentially be candidates for a premiere skin, and I would definitely see. I don't know too much about Star Sapphire. I'm not gonna, you know, lie to you guys and say I know about this character, but I searched some of her pictures up, and she looks, you know, pretty close to what Starfire would look like, and I don't know if her powers like match with Starfire's powers, but I know that those two are compared all the time. So I'm assuming they're very similar, if not, you know, identical as far as like what they could do with their powers. So Star Sapphire, let me know what you guys think about her being a potential premiere skin for Starfire. I would actually like that. Have a nice little different look, but I do love me Starfire though. I think they did a really good job with the way she looks. I don't know if I would use a premiere skin over the way Starfire looks in this game. So now moving on to a couple for Batman. So a lot of people, including myself, admittedly, were predicting that Rorschach was going to be a DLC character because Ed Boon had previously mentioned Watchmen characters potentially making it into this game. And I think the easiest one that they could do is Rorschach. But a lot of people, when this theory was brought up, you know, they said, oh, Rorschach, he's just going to be like a poor man's Batman, or he's going to play like Batman except with not using the cool gadgets, etc., etc. So what people are throwing out now is that, you know, sort of to promote the Doomsday Clock, you know, series that has recently come out, there could be a potential Rorschach premiere skin for Batman. That could be something that I think a lot of people would be happy with. Of course, the hardcore Watchmen and Rorschach fans would hate it because they would want Rorschach to be his own character. But I think it's something that they could do if they don't plan on having a Watchmen character as an actual DLC character down the road. Moving on now to one of the premiere skins that would make the most sense. And this one has been thrown around for months and months and months. And of course, we're talking about Azrael as Robin, or premier skin for Robin. This would fit so well that I am shocked that it has not happened yet. So this wouldn't come as a surprise if this would be a premier skin that Robin gets. I think it would be really cool. Another one is Ra's al Ghul. A lot of people throwing him out there to potentially be a premier skin for Robin. Wouldn't that be that would be really cool? That would be awesome to get Ra's al Ghul as a premier skin for Robin. I think it would work because obviously, you know, Damien trained with the with Ra's al Ghul and all that, so it would be really cool to see that. The Master take over. I would definitely use that premier skin. And the last one here that a lot of people are like 50-50 on is a Raven premier skin for Enchantress. I think it actually has a pretty good, you know, traction if Enchantress is the one that brings the premier skin to Injustice 2. If Enchantress comes with a premier skin, there's a very good chance that it could be a Raven premier skin. But then again, I've heard stories and I've heard like info that Ed Boon had confirmed that none of the Injustice 1 roster was going to be a premier skin. So I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find it in many interviews that I read, but it definitely would be something that wouldn't surprise me that Ed Boon said, because I don't think they wanted to have something that's supposed to be new be something that was in an old game. You know what I mean? Like, premier skins are supposed to be brand new characters that maybe they didn't have time for or room for in the main roster. It's not supposed to be a character that was in a previous game before. So I would like to see Raven be a premier skin for Enchantress, but I don't think that one's gonna happen. But that is going to be the end of today's video. Just a little you know, speculation video talking about some premier skins, because we haven't gotten any information from Ed Boon or NetherRealm, not even a Q&A from last week's Watchtower. I was expecting to, you know, sort of hear something about, you know, potential premier skin or, you know, any information about these other characters, which I think Enchantress is actually a lot closer than we think. The second Tuesday of January is on the 9th. So that's usually actually every single DLC character excluding Raiden, because Raiden got, you know, leaked early or released early by Microsoft, so they had to rush that out. But every character has come out on the second Tuesday of the month, so definitely expect Enchantress on the 9th of January. But that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.